Hey HCG family, it's Mimi. I'm doing another one. I did one, it was so long and I don't realize, I think my clock goes fast on mine, so on my computer video thing. Anyway, I'm just going to check in and I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. I just want to let everybody know what's going on. I will give you the information. Today is July 28th. We already know that, don't we? 2012. And very low calorie day 27. Right now I weigh 173.2. That's awesome. I'm thrilled. But I'm going to tell you that I have had, I wouldn't say like, you know, if you say stalls, you'll say, you know, I think a stall has to be like so many days the exact weight or something like that. But I have noticed that with this round and the other round that my body likes to hold on to it, hold on to the fat for long periods of time. And when I started this round, you know, I decided, okay, I'm not going to do the coconut oil this time and see if it really makes a difference. Well, it hasn't made a difference. You know, I'm going to do pop. Still really hadn't made much of a difference. So the other day, last week, I was like on edge. I don't know if it was, you know, it's the end of the month. Usually I can be a little maybe testy and that kind of thing. I don't get a visit from Tommy Boy anymore. I haven't in a long time. I had a hysterectomy. I still have my ovaries, so I still produce hormones. But anyway, I just had an out-and-out hunger like I did the one time for eggs, like protein, but I wanted a steak. And so my husband and I went out to a steakhouse and I ordered, wait for it, an 18-ounce sirloin. It's about that big. I mean, come on, once they cook it up, it's not really 18 ounces. But a big chunk of meat. And I got like 2 cups of broccoli with no butter. And I ate the whole thing. I mean, my body was thanking me. My body said, I love you. You're so good to me. I instantly got energy. The next day I woke up to a 0.64. Let me see. Hold on. 0.6. Nope. Yeah, 0.6. Wait a minute. Crap. Okay. And Sunday. Yeah, 0.6, I think. 0.6 gain. Sorry about that. I can't read my own handwriting. It's terrible. But the next day and the rest of that week, it's like I had energy like unbelievable. There again, my journey, my protocol. And it's just I knew my body needed protein. And so I took advantage of making sure it got it. And anyway, so from that time, it did also too the whole restroom issues. I hadn't gone in like 4 days. And I'm trying to make sure that happens naturally. I don't want to constantly be feeding my body stuff to make stuff move, but on the same token, I don't want to keep the stuff in there. So I'm like, I give it, 4 days. If I don't have something happening, then I got to step up to the plate and make it happen. So anyway, but don't want to spend too much time on that. But anyway, I was listening to, I actually clicked on a comment that I'd seen that someone had commented on Jill Christie's vlog about Fat Fast. And I know about Fat Fast. I did one in phase 3. I think it was last time. It was terrible. And that was in phase 3, and it was terrible for me. I think I actually gained, and I did. So I put Fat Fast stuff out of my head, out of my brain. And especially never even considered doing it on phase 2. But anyway, I watched her vlog, Jill Christie, and I think it was Miss HCG Girl that commented about it. And then when I went to Jill Christie's vlog that she had given the lady's name, Lose It Forever, I think. And then I think she actually has her own little blog, yeah, Lose It Forever. So I went over there, I watched some of her vlogs, and I watched about the macadamia fat fast, and I decided that I was going to do that. And so I did it with the macadamia nuts, which is 1 ounce, 5 ounces for the whole day. You measure them out. And I have to say, at Hall, I did it actually for 3 days. I did it Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And just total, those 3 days was just 2.6 pounds released. And I'm thrilled with that. And I tell you another reason why I'm thrilled with it. I was not hungry. I haven't been hungry on HCG. I do sublingual. I do RX. But it was manageable. It was a manageable thing eating the Mac nuts. In retrospect, what's that right now? Okay, we'll cut that out. Looking back and thinking about this fat fast, I told my husband, if I had been in the right mindset that I am in this round, personally, I would have done a fat fast every decade that I got into. When I got into the 190s, I would have done at least 3 days of a fat fast. When I get into the 180s, I would have done at least 3 days in the fat fast. At least 3 days out of that. Now, this is me, my opinion, my journey. You know, it's not protocol. So, and I know people get kind of, we want people to say, this is the protocol and it works. The protocol works. There is absolutely no denying it. This is the best protocol. It's an answer to prayer to the majority of the HCG community. I can tell you that right now. So anyway, I just wanted to say that is that I am really super duper thrilled about it. 2.6. I will continue to do a fat fast to get my body to move, because my body moves very slow, like most of us, in releasing the weight. I don't think it's very common for us to even come close to expecting to lose a pound a day, although some have, and some have done it, and they've done it on protocol. They've done it POP, and that is wonderful. I would say that's very uncommon, though. I've also done POP. I was doing POP, no coconut oil, and so anyway, I found about it, listened to this girl, Colleen, I believe is her name. So look her up, Lose It Forever. It's the number 4. And I will continue to do that. Now this is getting long. So anyway, right now I'm on day 27. I've got 1 more dose left of my HCG. I really want to go a little bit longer because it's going to be a while before I can do my next round. So I I would like to do just a week exactly, really just 1 week. But when I mix up my HCG sublingual, it's 5,000 units. So that's 15 milliliters of juice that I have, and I don't want that to go bad. But on the same token, I don't want to quit and stay at this weight. I want to, continue and release a little bit more. And I will tell you, when I get down into the 60s, I will at some point, I was 175, I believe, when I decided to do so I would think if I got to 165, then I might go ahead and do another fat fast. It's not for everybody, but this is my only opinion. I want to wrap it up because I don't want to be long like the other one was. If you do a fat fast, you can't mess around with it. You can't say, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do a fat fast. And then after you've done the fat fast and you've had a release, and most people have way better releases from what I've heard than what I've had. But you cannot do that fat fast and then the next day get up and then just not do the protocol. Instead, go ahead and cheat. If your plan is okay, I've lost this, now I'm going to go ahead and cheat while I'm still on HCG, you're defeating the purpose and you're harming to me. Now, we know that the mac nuts are the same way as the coconut oil. It's medium chain triglycerides. Your body doesn't absorb it as fat like the bad fat. It's actually used, for energy, and it's good. It's good, it's good. It's good for you. That's all that it's just good for you. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, and just to kind of check up to let you know where I'm at. I'm feeling good, but I'm on this protocol, and I am determined. I'm in round 3, and I am determined to get this unhealthy, abnormal fat. One thing that some women maybe not notice, and some women have this, but they call it the European hump. Now, believe it or not, but some of my ancestors were Vikings. I'm not proud of that. That's not good. But we are common to have this. And if you read Dr. Simeon's, if you read his protocol, he talks about the abnormal fat that's on the back of the neck, and it was like a hump. It's like my husband said, so, your camel hump is gone. He's so cute and romantic, isn't he? Anyway, it's gone. I just noticed it this morning. I just kind of reached back there, and, all the women in my family have this big hump that's just back here, this lump of fat on the back of their neck. It's not pretty. So that's gone. So there's a lot, the humps that's, like right here on the inside of your leg, that's like almost gone. I don't plan on my whole body to be this skinny person, but anyway, just know these are the kind of things that happen on the protocol, and thank goodness for HCG. But also, I just wanted to put it out there. If you're going to do a fat fast, just don't do it. You got to make up your mind that you're going to go back on the protocol, and you're going to eat clean, and you're going to do it right, and you're not going to cheat, or you're going to do more harm than good. I don't think the fat fast is something to mess around with, but I do believe it really helps your body release fat. And this is something that Dr. Atkins, I don't know if it was him exactly, he did say to add certain stuff to your diet to jar your body. He did talk a little bit about set points in his original book, because that's the one that I had way back, where the man still had black hair on the cover. But this, apparently his new book, they've come up with this fat fast to help jar people, their body that is slow releasing fat, to do this. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know. So I probably am going to continue on. I was going to do a bathing suit shot, but you know, I put the bathing suit on and it's still in my brain. I don't see it, but so Margaret did one. I thought she looked beautiful. It's amazing how you see these other women and they're about the same age as you. Kathy did one. Even little Gina Max, she's, you know, little half. She's in a bathing suit, but in my mind, when I see these women, and it's the same way with how I view myself is differently than them, and I'm like, they're just beautiful. I mean, they're women and they're beautiful. You know, I just think that's just so. I'm like, man, girl, you look good. You know, that Kathy, I'm like, girl, you look good. I mean, don't beat yourself up. Margaret, she's still, she's on her second round, and I'm like, it's like, these women, I said, they look so good. They look so good, and we need to encourage each other. I mean, I'm 51 years old, so I'm not looking to have tight, firm skin anymore. I do have, okay, the face and I don't have the wrinkles. I think I get that from my dad. I mean, he doesn't look like he's 80 years old even after he's had a stroke. But, from the neck down, my body's old. I'm old. I'm aging. I pulled out a coarse black hair. Okay? It's a guitar string. Have you ever watched that Tom and Jerry? Give me one of them guitar strings, nephew. Yeah. It's a good, and I told my husband, I said, if you see something like this coming out of my face, could you please kind of give me a heads up? Because, I don't want to be walking around with this big, long black hair. Like what? And I mean, we get hairier on our face. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm old. But that's all I got to say. I'm now rambling. I'm being a hill jack. I love you guys. Embrace our womanhood. Embrace their, this is it. We've had babies. We're women. But, man, don't you want to go whitewater rafting with Charm and Miss HCG Girl Man? Hop right in there. Get in there and do it. And say, hey, I'm going to do this. And I know, okay, this body don't look 17 anymore, but it certainly isn't going to sink this raft. That's for sure when I get on there. I didn't even do indoor skydiving. Back in the day, we went down to Gatlinburg, and I think I'd only given birth with one child, and you had to tell them what your weight was before you could do indoor skydiving. Do you think I was going to say, and the thing is I probably weighed like 165 or something like that, but I could not verbalize. That's how much. I'm going to tell them how much I weigh so they know how fast to turn the fan on to get me. Oh, here she comes. We're going to get 20 generators just to get this fan going to get her to float in the air. I'm not going to do that. Are you serious? Crap. Okay. I got to go.